The Apology of Socrates, adapted for the contemporary reader. Written by Plato. Adapted by James Harris. Narrated by Michael T. Downey. Part 1. The Defense. I can't tell how you feel after hearing the speeches of my accusers, but I know that their persuasive words almost made me forget who I was. The speeches sound great. However, they have hardly spoken a word of truth. Out of all the lies told, there was one which amazed me. I mean, when they told you to be on your guard and not let yourselves be deceived by my power of speech. They should be ashamed of saying that, because the power of my speech does not need to be highlighted at all. You will be able to detect it the moment I move my lips, and by the force of speech, if they really mean the force of truth, then I will admit that I am powerful, but in a much different way than them. Well, as I was saying, they haven't spoken a word, or more than a word, of truth. But you will now hear from me the whole truth, not, however, in the same manner as them, with carefully chosen words and phrases. I will use words and arguments which come to me in the moment, because I am certain that what I say is true, and I shouldn't be appearing before you. I will use free speech. No one in Athens would expect this of me. Before this, I must ask you for one favor, which is this. If you hear me using the same words in my defense which I have been using recently out of habit, and which most of you may have heard before, I ask that you are not surprised by this, and not to interrupt me, because I am over 70 now, and this is the first time I have ever appeared in a court, and I am a complete stranger to the ways of this place, and therefore I ask that you regard me as if I really were a foreigner, who you would excuse if he spoke in his native tongue, and with cultural habits and mannerisms of his home country. That, I don't think, is an unfair request. Disregard my manner, which you may think is good or not. Only think about the justice of this case. Let the judge decide fairly, and the speaker speak truthfully. First, I will reply to older charges, and to the first accusers, and then I will move on to the later ones, because I have had many accusers throughout the years, and their false claims have followed me for a long time, and I am more afraid of them than of Anytus and his associates, who are dangerous as well in their own way. These are far more dangerous, as they began when you were children, and have taken root. Stories of Socrates, a wise man, who doubted heaven. These are the accusers, I fear, because they circulated this rumor, and those that heard it think speculators do not believe in gods. There were many...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?